Well, we have quite the problem on our hands. No, I'm not talking about the giant pile of corpses at the front door, though you would assume that's the biggest problem. You'd hope that's the biggest problem, but it's really not. The bigger problem is the giant pile of corpses we call colonists. The average age of this colony is about 70 right now. Oh, hi, hello, welcome to this retirement home I call Rimworld. We have a problem, and that problem is old-ass people in this old-ass colony. Our youngest colonists, who are adults, are almost 30. We're in a lot of trouble here. Not only because we have this aging population aging at a rate that outpaces the ability for us to replace them, or whether or not, and the slightly bigger problem is, us not being able to build any more frigging houses even if we do get new people, because we've rammed this map full. I'm not building anything by the pyramids, you can piss off. The other problem is, of course, the game doesn't really care about how old or unhealthy the colonists in your base are. To some extent, their wealth will contribute to the colony wealth, that contributes to the size of the raids that we fight, but it's not going to give a shit that much between, say, $1,000 or $500 when we've got a city that's, looks like this. It looks like this. It's a really nice city, wow. And also when you've got a stable filled with giant dinosaurs. So Pharaoh Dodgy Dave, presuming he survives the flu that's about to kill him, because he's also an old-ass person. Pharaoh Dodgy Dave needs to come up with some idea, some sort of plan, some sort of strategy for clearing out the old people. It's the politest way I will put it. So as soon as the Pharaoh is alive, or dies and we elect a new Pharaoh, we're going to have to call a meeting of the government. We're going to have to call our most powerful and senior people, the heads of the houses, and we're going to have to sit down, and we are going to have to plan something out. What happened there? You did not have enough silver to pay an outstanding bill from Jericho. Are you joking? Yeah, no, fair point. We've only got 402. Whoops, my bad. Oh, man, this colony is falling apart now. I'm pissing off our allies, too. As soon as everybody's healed, we are going to hold a governmental meeting because, my God, we need it right now. Oh, my God, we can bring in a lot of profit from this place, huh? Oh, another L6 meteor. Holy crap. Okay. It's not that much, but we don't need that much to make this stuff. Sorry, I was paying attention to Dave, because I think Dave's gonna die. 77% flu spread, 76% immunity. Ironic, he could save others, but not himself. Definitely can't. No, he definitely can't save himself. Oh, shit. We're tending in 1 hour. We need our best doctor on the case here. That is Brody. Let's get you back over. Let's get you prepared and ready to go. Is there any chance we can make some more medicine before then? Like a trade, maybe if a trade caravan turns up and has something, that'd be great. We just need some yarrow. 86% grown, it's not going to get there. We need anything higher. If you give me a 50% right now, Brody, we're set. We're good. Dave's not in any problems whatsoever. What was that? 70%. Okay. I think he's going to be fine, but holy shit, is it going to be close? And if we get even the slightest inconvenience along the way, oh shit, is it going to be close? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't need to pay attention. My brother in Christ. No. That ruined every single plan I wrote down for this episode. Shit. And yes, you did see that correctly. That was 99% immunity. I genuinely think we were probably only a few ticks off of that taking over. No, Preach Health was not off of cooldown before somebody brings that up. That's really, really annoying. On the plus side, though, it does deal with the problem that we open with today. That's one less old person in the colony. Alina is going to die as well. And I mean, this is the problem with having an old person colony, right? Although, to be fair, their blood pumping and filtration isn't actually affected by this at all. It's just the lack of good medicine. But that'll never happen again. We've got the yarrow coming in now, so we... I mean, that's just adding insult to injury, Tekmate, you friggin' robot moron. I mean, perfectly normal man. Right, so Alina's dead. Is everybody else who had the flu fine? You're fine. Develops immunity. So Raptor Mother is okay. That's good news. Rudy is also fine. Develops immunity. And Milky One is also fine. Oh, shit. So it was just the old people. Dave and... Did he die at the age of 69? Nice. What I was gonna mention... did you just cremate that man? Oh, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's not really. I'd have preferred to bury him. Don't cremate Dave. Dave, we need to mummify properly. What I was gonna say is it was our 2 prisoners that fell in love. I've already checked. Pastor and Hendrix. Could we, firstly, feed them? This is a well-oiled machine. Oh, shit. It's Alina and Nastadoa who are the wardens. We haven't got anybody good at social. All right. There's been a change of plan, director. Oh, there goes Alina, too. Goodbye, Alina. We knew that was gonna happen, so I'm not so bothered by that. Now comes the bigger question. Who becomes Pharaoh? We have never had a Pharaoh die before without being able to choose their successor. Granted, we've only had 2 Pharaohs die before, so it's not that weird. Actually, we've only had 1 Pharaoh die before, because Wes is still alive. And both of the current successors were born at the same time. They are identical in age. They both appeared at the same moment. Who becomes Pharaoh? Well, the simple answer is Sinray, hopefully. Because she has 19.03 intellectual and is training social right now to take the, to fill the hole that has been left by Alina. We have no warden. And then there is, of course, Accidental King, who has crafting and shooting, which isn't that great, especially if Steroid is going to stick around as the Vizier, which he absolutely is, because the guy's 33. It would be fine if we could have Sinray become the Vizier, but I'm not gonna get rid of Steroid. Steroid is too powerful and too valuable to... he's proven himself twice over. Yesterday, he held the line against that entire bloody raid, and then the day before that, he single-handedly held off an Elder Dragon. This guy's sticking around. He's proven himself more. What do we do? What do we do when there is no Pharaoh to decide who the next heir becomes? I think there is only one thing we can do. We look to the wisdom of the gods. The priest will help us divine the signs, and I think Brody at this stage has more than proven himself for being a capable high priest. He is also the oldest capable member of the colony, as in he is the oldest member of the colony that can still bloody walk. But even though we have a high priest, the most senior and most powerful person in this city, not only the royal family, but in the whole city, just happens to be a real violent piece of shit. The person who imprisoned his own father, the person who took down that entire raid yesterday, and the person who slew an Elder Dragon the day before. He is now in charge of deciding who becomes the next Pharaoh. Now, Steroid will respect the succession. We've already had that problem with him and Dodgy Dave. We've already been through that. That's already been part of his character arc, and he realizes that he has to respect the succession as laid out by Jerry in the Holy Text. There's only one thing Steroid respects. There is only one thing that Dodgy Dave failed to do repeatedly, and there's only one thing that Wes would agree with should Wes be let out of prison, which he might never be. Steroid was created to be Wes's ultimate weapon, and he has more than proven himself to be that mighty weapon, but he has one thing that Dodgy Dave and Wes did not have. Steroid has a very big brain. And with that big brain, of course, Steroid would be able to convince poor little Accidental and Sinray, who are emotional. They don't know what to do. One of them has to become Pharaoh. Steroid will say, well, look, this is what Wes taught me. And Wes was Pharaoh for many, many years, and this is what I have done, and I'm a successful defender of this colony. This is what you must do. You must fight. Fight to please your gods. Do the thing that Dodgy Dave never could do, the thing that Wes and Steroid have used to keep this colony safe, where the soft pharaohs like Jerry and Dodgy Dave failed to do. But who will win? It's neck and neck, twin versus twin. But Sinray stands mighty. Oh, I meant stood mighty. Stood mighty might be the right way to phrase that. Well, there you go, Steroid. Your plan of reintroducing violence into the colony at all costs has worked. Congratulations. Your plan has succeeded. Long live the king. Quickly! Quickly, come quickly! There has been a terrible accident in the temple. The poor twins, struck down by the fires of Ra. You could see it coming. Oh my god. It has to be true. Why would he lie? He's the royal guardian. He would never lie. They were his niece and nephew. Look, I mean, you clearly saw it. They were on fire. On the ideogram. Why else would they have been there? Well, of course, Jerk. That's right. We need to prepare the funeral procession immediately. We're clearly cursed by something. Quickly, bring the bodies to the ancestral tomb. It's done. The twins are buried. But now who will lead the mighty people of Egypt? I couldn't possibly let Wes out of prison after all of these crimes he's committed. Without Dodgy Dave announcing a successor or having a successor. There's only one person who could be Pharaoh. All hail, Pharaoh Steroid. I think we have a very nice rec room. Well, it's a hell of a policy to stand on. Nobody can disagree with that. The eternal guardian of the pharaohs, Tepmate, will swear in your new king. Steroid. Well, Steroid King. It's still a very unfortunate last name. Proven colony defender, defeater of the southern tribes, slayer of the elder dragon, and master genius. And more importantly, final surviving member of the King dynasty. People of Egypt, your new pharaoh has terrible news. He has heard a confession from the prisoner Wes that he was the one who corrupted the twins. When they were visiting old Grandpa Wes, he told them that violence was the answer, much as he was very famous for. Can you deny it in your hearts? He must face the trial for his crimes, for corrupting the youth. And you know this to be true. No more of Wes's lies. Wow. Really makes you think. The parade of babies leaving the public execution really is quite something. Satisfying. That's +6 mood. The people are pleased. Balance is restored. Well, it's always a sad day when we have to bury a new person in the Hall of Villains. But it's an even sadder day when one of those people happens to be a previous pharaoh. And sure, maybe Steroid embellished the story a little bit about Wes's influence over certain people, but you can't deny the fact the man led an army to try and destroy the base and killed civilians. Doesn't matter what they told him. The truth is, he still did it, even if he was brainwashed. Jesus Christ. For all the old people are dying. We have to prepare Dodgy Dave's body for interment in the Tomb of Pharaohs. We have to bury Alina. We have to bury Jaspazi Nastadoa as well. Jaspazi died during Steroid's many speeches. Oh my god, he was up so late plotting, he fell asleep with a delicious handful of disgusting taro root. Wow. How did Nastadoa's corpse disappear? How did it disappear? We're not cremating our people. Don't allow colonist corpses. Don't allow What happened? Did one of the big dragons eat it? They must have. Keep an eye on Jaspazi. Let's see if we can solve this mystery. As in the first corpse of ours that's disappeared very suddenly. Where are you taking him? Burying Jaspazi in bone chemetic sarcophagus like you're supposed to. Where are you taking... Burying them? Well, what the hell happened to Nastadoa? We can still have the funeral. It's just, you know, I'd rather have buried them. Dare I ask? Butcher's block? No. No. Well, while we're apparently having funeral after funeral after funeral, I guess the next thing to do is prepare Dodgy Dave's body for his interment in the tomb. We need one corpse. I got some news for you. There's a fucking corpse right there. What's wrong with that corpse? Need material. Because you need medicine. Still can't do it. Why? Don't quite understand. Well, I've got them preparing an area. No, that's not how that's installed, and you know that. Don't be silly, Tepmate. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, well, there you go. Problem solved. I don't entirely know what the problem was, but that's fine. There you go. Don't lose that body, though. Make sure that's not cremated or anything. We still need to mummify that. Well, I mean, what's left of it? That's not tainted. Interesting. Everything else will be, though. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll, bury them alongside him. You are supposed to bury pharaohs with their treasures, after all. In terms of our government, what are we missing? So Brody is our high priest as our oldest colonist. Now, Glasses will make for a fantastic vizier, given that the vizier we were going to put in charge of military matters. But given that Steroid pretty much has a good handle on that, I think. You're just an incredible warrior. And an incredible warrior, both in terms of melee and shooting. I think you're perfect for that, if we are going to treat it as more of a combat-orientated rank. I like to think that Steroid and Glasses are, you know, they kind of consider each other brothers. If you remember when Glasses was born, that's the kid that Wes kind of took under his wing and helped train up to be the mighty warrior that he is, because he was born Bloodlust and Brawler with, like, 13 double passion melee, and then he had Steroid, who was very, very similar, at least in terms of course, like, raw combat potential. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is the trait Submissive that he picked up yesterday when Wes bashed him over the head with he took Wes down, right? That doesn't actually mean submissive. It's a little confusing. There you go. Okay. So as for this trait then, what it says on the trait is steroid needs clear instructions on how and when to do certain things and will only work at normal speed when being forced to do something. The definition of submissive, as per Merriam-Webster.com, is characterized by tendencies to yield to the will or authority of others. Bullying usually involves a stronger, more dominant personality coercing a weaker one. That's not what that trait says. That says that they need clear instructions on how to do things. Working at normal speed when being forced to do something isn't submissive. That doesn't make any sense. I would argue that that trait should be called compliant, or maybe, here's a better one, lackadaisical. I think that's a much better suggestion for a name. Oh wow, look at that. God damn, those vanilla expanded team are fast movers, aren't they? And no, before you dare suggest it, it's not me making excuses to try and get around the character development that has occurred naturally. I genuinely don't think that that definition makes any sense. So I fixed it. I've taken it into my own hands. Much as Steroid took into his own hands the power and control over this realm. Has he got away with it? Only time will tell. I mean, literally he has. Nobody knows that he's done it. I'll show you the bloody social tab if you want to see it. Fine. You want to see it? I'll show you. Nobody knows that he's done it. Look. Eli is fine. If I click Eli... Eli Magic is his brother. Wait, what? Are they full blood? No. Wait, brother. They're half brothers. Oh, I guess Rimworld doesn't really differentiate. Oh, well, fair enough. Oh, shit. They're not the royal family, because they're part of the Magic dynasty, but, I mean, they'll probably get special privileges at that point. Yulia Magic, who was born mid-battle yesterday. Rena Magic, very good, 8.82 plants, and she's 2 years old. Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, no, they'll definitely get some royal privileges, I'm sure. But we have a bigger problem on our hands right now. The music is Succession, that's incredible. We have a bigger problem, and that problem is Succession. When Steroid dies, who takes over? He doesn't have a wife, he doesn't have any children. I feel like we need to start working on that one bloody fast. Now, there is a very, very powerful warrior lady in the prison that we captured yesterday. She's 23. She's proven that she's quite mighty in battle. The only problem is she fell in love with Pastor while she was in prison. Oh, this guy right here. All right, problem solved. Oh my god, and today is Jerry's day. Wow. That couldn't work out any better. I guess there's nothing else for it. I guess we better mummify Dodgy Dave. DQ's our best crafter, so you can do it. I trust you to do it the best there. Oh, artist with artistic. Ronidas would probably annihilate. Oh, there we go. 50 hyperwave. Jesus Christ. I mean, you're a pharaoh, but my god. 50 Tyrion? Which is more decadent, do you think? I feel like, let's go for the Tyrion. That seems a bit more appropriate. Go on. I feel like if I hear this ritual ambience music anymore, I'm going to start to hallucinate it. I genuinely used to dream of the Bucko drink music. This is getting to that point. Ah, here it goes. Sweet precious Dodgy Dave. What a terrible shame. Didn't get his retirement. I mean, neither did Wes, to be fair. Jerry's the only pharaoh to have successfully retired, but you know what? Jerry deserved it. Wes was a warmongering moron who cost half this colony's life, and, I mean, he's probably doomed it in the long term because all the young people died. Good mummification. And Wes was too focused on building up everything back after Dave that the same things happened. We need Steroid, a man with a brain on his shoulders, to fix everything. Now, here's the first thing this man with the brain on his shoulders is going to do. Because we know that the aura is not tainted and because the aura gives -2 dodge chance, we're going to give that to the bloody High Priest. There we go. That's all of his parts. Dodgy Dave's heart, Dodgy Dave's liver, Dodgy Dave's kidney, and Dodgy Dave's lung. Where's Dodgy Dave, then? Where is Dodgy Dave? Dodgy... Oh, shit. Dave? Mummified Dodgy Dave. Oh, he's in the stop... That's so bizarre. Where's Grandpa? Oh, no, he's there. He's okay. He's fine. I can't rotate the remains. I've got to install it that way up. Do you know how much hassle it is juggling these jars and pasting the settings in and renaming the fucking things? Do you know how much of a damn hassle that is? That's really annoying. That's where he's staying. I'm not moving it. It's a sin to move the Pharaoh's remains. Let a curse touch anybody who messes with the Pharaoh's remains should they step foot in here after he is buried. That is a new Pharaohic rule. Now let's have High Priest Brody prepare Steroid's new Pharaoh headgear. And what would be more appropriate to make that Pharaoh's headgear out of than the very Elder Dragon Steroid slew to won the opinion of the people? I mean, that probably won the opinion of people. That or, you know, him single-handedly holding back that entire raid of 70 people yesterday. That was pretty impressive. And I was very quick to scoot right over it. Actually, maybe this will give some decent defense. I doubt it, because the quality multiplier probably won't apply on a, you know, like a Pharaoh's headgear. Ooh, that looks good. I like that a lot. Wow. Steroid, you got that. You've really inherited old great-great-grandpa Jerry's grin there, haven't you? So I don't think the bright Tyrian purple colors for this gear is working anymore, especially if he's wearing an Elder Dragon outfit. This is a Pharaoh deserving of respect and dignity. So I think, let's just make it not completely black, but let's paint them black. That'll go nicely. That'll complement his headgear quite well. And then we want to equip the heavy leather shield, as we talked about before. Even though he's not actually using it, it does seem to apply some sort of bonus there. Or not. Maybe I'm going completely insane. He'll lose his side casting bonus, unless you can wear something else with this. Hang on, what does it cover? A tall, stiff, shiny hat. Yes, it is. It covers head, left ear, right ear. You could wear a bloody mask with that. And that would look amazing. Yeah. I think I can deal with that. That seems a step up from Wes having all the power or Dave having all the power. Instead, what we have is a collection of very, very powerful people spread across all the families. Sure, loyal eternally to Steroid and House King, but this is going to be much better for the realm. No more war, no more suffering, no more constantly rebuilding, and no more ego-driven pharaohs. The faceless warrior philosopher Steroid. As always, the Pharaoh is going to lead depending on what their passions and skills are. So he is predominantly defined by combat and intellect, so I feel like getting him back on research, maybe trying to find better defenses for the base again, so our people don't have to rely on the doctoring of Dodgy Dave or the powerful armor and weapons of Wes. That would be quite nice if we could find some better turrets or something like that. So we're going to aim for that with Steroid and get back on the research, because it's been a very, very long time. That ballista will pretty much... Genuinely didn't know that was going to be there. Yeah, no, ballistas will probably do. Yeah, that's right. This is a think smarter, not harder Pharaoh. So hear me out here. First thing we've got to do, of course, even though we had the windows, those were great, let's replace them with some embrasures. Things that will actually stand up to being attacked by giant dragons or hordes and hordes of people. Then what if instead of having scorpion turrets on the front gate, which we still can have, those are fine, what if we also put them here as well? And catch anybody who tries to come in a crossfire, but that way we can also have our archers here safely hidden away. They can fire down the straight, and then we can have people on the other side, rather than wasting our archers up here firing off the occasional crossbow bolt on what is a very thin patch. Obviously, they've got a bigger arc than that, but not really very much. Then what if we do something very sneaky? Steroid is a genius. He knows about battle. I think we can justify some more scummy tactics, because the man would know it, and if he didn't know it, he would goddamn invent it. New lovers. Brody and Raptor Mother. Wow. Okay, fair enough. How old is Raptor Mother? 64. Brody is 74. I was going to say that seems to be quite a massive age gap, and then I realized everybody is really frighteningly old. Now, here's my scummy tactic. Why don't we throw down a postern gate? We throw down 2 regular old iron gates, we put some archers over the top to make it look nice and disguised. And imagine this. You have, I don't know, let's say 80 people rushing down through our defenses, and they're fairly clustered together. If they would say spawn in here, this will work perfectly. If they spawn on the other side of the map, they'll probably be too spread out for this to work. As they start coming through, one brave archer stood here on the Scorpion, runs down and slams the main gate shut. Then we get some people to slam this gate shut too. We'll put a gate there in a second. We slam that gate shut, and then we use the trebuchets, which we'll build over here, some brand new trebuchets, and we will rain down stone after stone after stone in a tiny little area, killing them all. I mean, it's genius, Steroid. I couldn't have done better myself. You see, all good rulers just piggyback off of what other rulers started and then take all the credit for it. The kill corridor worked perfectly fine, defended us very well, but it wasn't quite perfect, was it? So now if Steroid comes in and makes it perfect and makes it far more effective at killing, he can take all the credit. We could rename it Steroid's Corridor. God, I wish I'd have renamed him. The best part about having an intelligent pharaoh run the colony, a character whose intellect is basically the primary stat, outside of combat, which everybody has to some extent, right? The best part about that is we can make sensible decisions and not rely on what we think is maybe best for the pharaoh's character. In this case, Dodgy Dave knows that to finish his grand library, given that he is big on intellect, of course he'd have a very vested interest in that one. He helped Dodgy Dave put it together, but a man who also has a lot of interest in weapons and defenses, especially for the colony. Freddy. I think Steroid would do the sensible decision. He would do the sensible decision and build a colony out there in the world that can bring in wood. The one resource that we cannot get reliably here. I mean, right now I've got as much of the riverbank filled with trees as I possibly can. I think I expanded it out to this side too, and it's just not enough. Mainly because we've got this fucking wood-guzzling quadrine, which, to be fair, also brought in all the senators, so I can't complain too much. Oh, I forgot about the settlement we captured, but if you remember long ago, many moons ago now, Dodgy Dave set up a settlement here, and they finally not only set it up but started moving the road as well. I've called that Davietta, as in Damietta, as in the real-life Egyptian city. And we've also got this, which is building some fucking road. Wow. What are you doing there? You lost your damn mind. Green Mesa. Which, of course, we captured from the southern tribes. You wouldn't be any good. I mean, they are an extreme desert. I'm not sure what they can produce, if anything, in extreme desert. I guess the quickest way to find out is create a new colony and have a look here. No, they can do mining. I guess we'll have to set them up as another mining colony. We're looking for anywhere we can get wood. I suppose we'll have to head up here to the temperate forest. Makes a lot of sense. Let's throw one... Like a temperate forest, is there any other multiplier? 1.5 times. We could go out further. And we could drop them up here. And that way they'd run a road all the way through the middle of Ream, which is, of course, now part of our empire. That seems like a good idea. That's not a good idea. That's a smart idea. Much like Steroid himself. Green Mesa, I guess, given that it was called that from the start when we captured it, we'll keep it how it is. We'll just keep it. We won't name it after it. Otherwise, yeah, it kind of undermines if we name this one after Steroid. It kind of undermines each pharaoh only being able to found a single settlement each. That one was captured, so it was slightly different. And this one will turn into another mining colony. And in fact, that'll work really well, because then we can have one mining colony mining, the other mining colony tithing. They'll cancel each other out, but we get all the resources we want. We don't have enough silver. Did we genuinely just have enough money to build that settlement? Oh. Wanderer joins. A warrior named Ruse. Or Ruiz. She's willing to contribute. Are you willing to contribute in the family matters? Age 22. 12 melee double passion. Kleptomaniac. That's not so good. Body modder. Ascetic. Nudist. Welcome to the colony. I'm more than pleased with that. Jesus Christ. She's 22 years younger than the other youngest adults in the colony. That is nuts. You're gonna go to intellectual? No? Well, hey. You know what? Don't worry about that for now. How about I introduce you? Maybe you could come and meet the Pharaoh. Just getting changed first. That's fine. That's fine. Just throw on some clothes before you can meet the Pharaoh. That's okay. Makes a funny face. It's love at first sight. I'm a genius. They're off to such a great start. The desks too far apart. And we could push them together. That's not a problem. Don't mind me. Just desperately trying to not allow the main dynasty of this series to go extinct. Temate, as Royal Guardian, I mean, your duties don't quite extend to guarding the... You know, the continuation of the bloodline. Or maybe it does. You know what? It does now. We're writing that into decree. I just mean, like, move the desk over. I don't want you to, like, thumb it in. Actually, I've never really considered it, but the Pharaoh getting into a relationship should be really easy because everybody gets plus 100 opinion. Minus 15 because he's disfigured. Minus 10 because he killed a colonist. Remember, nobody knows about the twins. That's between Steroid and the gods. The minus 10 is from him killing Wes of all people. And that was when he killed him in battle when he was forced to do it during yesterday. Missing a nose and a toe. Maybe we can patch you up. Maybe we can fix that, huh? Like an Ambrosian... That seems a waste. That seems a waste of the gold. Nose? Fuck it. What about a new toe as well while we're here? Why the hell not? Ambrosian toe. There you go. What a tremendous waste of resources. Hold on. Whoa. Who is currently head of House Strucker? Brody. Brody, take back your house, for God's sake. Bro, do you have children? I don't think you ever had children, did you? Best friend brother, Nastadoa. Nastadoa did. So it's fine, the family will carry on. Will it carry on? Who's your... That's Glasses. But Glasses never had children. Oh, shit. I hate to say it, I think the Struka dynasty may die out. Yeah, no, that's a slight problem. Oh, the last names. Well, they're all part of House Roboticist magic, because those two have combined. Can we save House Struka at all? We would have to get Glasses a wife bloody fast. What if we make you the warden, and we try and set him up with Hendrix? Has anybody got word of love? I mean, Steroid could move out now that he's Pharaoh. Into... Archon? Shit. Oh, hang on. Tetmate has Psycast. Remember, he was granted one automatically. Skipmaster. What about Brody? Brody is a Technomancer. Oh, that's amazing, because he's also head crafter. That's an incredible coincidence. Aronidus also has Psycasting. They've all been randomly blessed. So does Jerk? Why have they randomly gained psi powers? Is it from the rituals? This is very bizarre. Has anybody an empath then? Because that'd be really handy if one of you randomly got that. Lots and lots and lots of bloody Skipmasters. But that's it. Now, Steroid is a smart man, as we have well established. He would look at this colony and he would see Grandma and Granddad lined up here. Not actually grandmothers and grandfathers, which is actually part of the damn problem. A bunch of ancient, old, fuckless people. And I think maybe he would dedicate himself to unlocking the Empath 3 so that he can try and bring more people together. Well, it's not even that. I don't think we have a bloody choice at this stage. I don't think we have a choice. Word of love it is. Now that you're Pharaoh, we'll put you on a schedule of part meditation, parts research. Maybe that's what we went wrong with all the part pharaohs. They were focused too much on themselves and not enough on the colony. And now Steroid has to step in with his big brain and try and fix it all. Man, she's got to be pissed right at this stage. Good God, she is not going to join us in like 100 years. 19 resistance. Maybe Steroid, if you didn't keep trying to, you know, kill all of her lovers. The only meaningful relation she made in prison. Maybe she'd join us a bit sooner. Ronadus reached the age of 69 and got a bad back. It's probably the height difference. Was it that fast? No. I'm done. I'm happy. That's it. We are good. We are good. That's it. You can give up on your research. No, don't give up entirely on the research. You can give up on the research. Holy shit. It's that easy. Oh God, what if she's a traitor? Oh shit. I mean, there are 2 Wonder events in the game. One's a traitor, one's not. Oh, God, if she's a traitor, it'll break his heart. I mean, at this point, it would break my freaking heart. Because the King Dynasty would be done for. And there is the ballista. And I think that is the best place to leave it. A giant bolt capable of piercing the hearts of our enemies, much like Steroid's giant bolt pierced the heart of Ruiz. Kind of fell apart there at the end, didn't it? Thank you all for watching. It's much appreciated. Thank you for joining me. I get the feeling this will be a controversial episode. It's very rare that I will influence the story in such a direction, but there was an unbelievable amount. I'm glad people are invested. I really am. So many people arguing and debating in the comments and in Discord about what's gonna happen. Oh, this Pharaoh shit, this Pharaoh shit. So you know what? I'll be honest, I thought, let's subvert expectations a little bit, but I also like the idea, and more importantly, it's historically accurate. I mean, that is a very reasonable thing to happen if 2 inexperienced twins are suddenly forced to take power after their dad randomly dies, and Steroid is there, the battle-hardened genius. Of course he's going to find a way to make himself Pharaoh. Of course he would. That happened in history loads. Thank you to Fairywiz, Smack You, Vengeance, Cerice, Kira, Omega, Bubble Shy, Izzy Claire, Deltsorg, Meepsicle, Zoe Meadows, Galaxy Wolf, Bling Magica, Voodoo Mumbo, Azarami, Feather Blacker, Exodus, Galupo, Kyle, MTB, and Solothal for their support at the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you continue watching. Hopefully me playing this game didn't put people off. It's rare that I get involved in the story elements at all and don't just let them, evolve naturally unless it's like a reboot or something, but I liked that. I thought that was the best thing that could have happened. Thank you to KJ, Azarius, Nox Immortalis, Bucky, Sloth King, Fibs, Metbar, Oshua, Hazel, Mantle, The Apocalypse Shovel, Carpsy, Tara Teach, I'm Okay, MJ, Silendur, Din Ira, Rated R, Lieutenant Smokin, Redeemer 50288, Consolus, This Flex, and Carl Schreier as well. See you all tomorrow for the rise of a real Pharaoh. Pharaoh steroids.